I said I'm back. Ah, man, I'm thirsty. Fighter IQ was good. Yeah, man, we had to switch up because I gotta feel. I feel like moving, and my laptop is too big to be moving around with it. Nah, man, I might want to live stream in this bed right here. Illuminate, illuminate. Hey, we gotta get the likes up back to what they were. We had like over 20 likes, and I just started that stream. Sugar, what up? Black Jesus, pause. David, what up? The Vampire Stream. Welcome to the Vampire Stream. You gonna be in Carson this weekend? Absolutely. Yep. That's why I came out. I'll be at the StubHub showing love. This is my state, so I figure I would come out. Both days or just one? I don't know, cause I didn't know what was happening with Triple G, so I didn't even apply to the Ryan Garcia fight. So I don't know. I didn't apply, so I didn't get a credential because I haven't applied. But if I'm gonna talk to some people, if I can get a credential, I'll cover it. Ain't shit else to do. Well, actually, it's LA. There's definitely stuff to do. Santa Cruz 831 got Egos back, and I got y'all back. Egos Army, let's get it cracking. California love. Boxy Ego, your work ethic has to be commended, bro. I'm glad you guys enjoy, man. Man, this travel shit, that's the only thing that gets me. I'm good, but like I like going on the trips, like the trips themselves, but the packing and the travel, and like, man, when I was in San Francisco, I was at the airport. The dude was bugging. He took hell of my camera shit out and all my electronics, and he put them in separate bins. He was like, "You got a lot of electronics." Like, no fucking shit. I'm a videographer. Of course I have gadgets. I'm an Inspector Gadget. I'm a YouTuber. Of course I got a lot of electronics. Motherfuckers act like I had a bomb in SFO or some shit. I think maybe they don't like the beard. I don't know. Yeah, man, SFO was tripping. He took hellish. Oh, you got a lot of electronics. Shut your broke ass up. Of course I got a lot of electronics. This is what we do. I don't know about Amir Imam. He looked a little gun shy. Like, I'm sure there's still fights out there, but I would favor Broner over Amir Imam. He looked like he don't pull the trigger this time. But then again, some people might even say that about Broner after the Maidana fight. But I would rock Broner, to be honest. Now, the other fights, Jose Ramirez, that's a good fight. Regis Prograis, that's a real good fight. Um, who else is there? What'd you just say? Oh, Amir Khan? That's a toss-up. That's a toss-up fight. I mean, we don't really truly know if Amir Khan is back like that. I mean, you take 2.5 years off, come back off of surgery, and you get a 40-second knockout. Like, I'm not hating. I mean, who wouldn't want a 40-second knockout? But I think it actually, I'm not going to say hurt him. Well, yeah, maybe hurt him more than it helped him because he didn't get no time in the ring. Like, he didn't, it was just an easy night. So, like, I mean, Amir Khan has a lot of experience, silver medalist, but I mean, you can't really judge where your body's at after the Canelo knockout off of 40 seconds, can you? I'm going to Saturday. I applied for I got credentials for the Saturday fight for sure, but I didn't apply for Ryan Garcia's fight because I didn't know. I didn't even know at the time I applied for the. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know if I was gonna even come to this one. So Uh, yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to Ryan Garcia's fight, but if I get credential, I'll go. You had me dying with that Roy Jones. That's how Roy be talking. Didn't I just say that? I want to see Khan fight Brooke. Still kinda. Brooke should win that though. Yeah, it's a good fight. I mean, that's a hometown rivalry, English rivalry. What up, family? What's good? We just chilling. Hey, fuck this. Hold on. I'm getting in this bed. Hold on. If there's a USB over here, I'm getting it. Hold on. Let me show. Look, Ego Cribs. Yeah, man. Hey, got your boy like Hugh Hef. I'm the new Hugh Hefner. I'm the Hugh Hefner of boxing. Rest in peace, Hugh Hef. Ego Cribs, man. Hold on. We got the little vanity mirror. Okay. We got this little Van Gogh joint. Welcome to my city. Shout out to you. Yeah, this. I hope that water pressure get hot though. Shit. Yeah, that king size bed, dude. Hey, you didn't feel the dents in the bed? Hey, we working people. Man, I need that king size. This is gonna feel so good. I'm gonna make snow angels. Y'all see that LA? Y'all see LA out there? Look. Fuck. Hold on, y'all. Pardon me, man. I've been traveling all day. I'm in this bed. Someone said I'm gonna sleep. Fuck it, man. I've been traveling all day. I'm hella tired. Let's see what's cracking. All right, now, yeah. Hey, I am gonna. I'm gonna be laid out. Hell no. Hey, I wonder if that's ever been done, cause you know we set trends. Someone says ego gonna be asleep on the stream. I wonder if anyone's ever fell asleep on live stream. Like, make sure y'all smash a like. That'd be hella funny. That'd be hella funny. That'd be, oh my gosh, that would be hella funny if I just fell asleep on a live stream. Yeah, smash the like button. I look up, oh shit, y'all still fucking with me. It'd be like two people in the chat. And like, so, actually, the way these men be acting, it'd be some of y'all watching me sleep because y'all fucking freaky ass creeps. Like, yeah, it's me, Slaved. I want to see how this fucking bitch ego sleeps. Hey, y'all fucking weird. Hey, y'all weird as fuck. Let me watch ego sleep. Night night rockabye ego. Like, hey, they be so obsessed with me. Like, I block them and they still keep coming back. And then why they, like, why do they put my name? Listen, why do they put my name in in their username when they come back? It'd be like, why'd you block Slaved? Fuck ego. Like, why is the fuck ego in there? Why is my name in there for your username? Y'all crazy. Y'all some creepy weirdos. But anyway, Joshua Wilder allegedly is at 70%. There's a 70% chance, and Eddie Hearn's now optimistic. That's cool. Show me the money. I want to see it. Um, Robert. I keep saying Robert Garcia. Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr. They're trying to work on that. They're trying to work on Andre Berto versus Devin Alexander. Hey, Showtime don't give a fuck. Showtime's murdering HBO. It's like they're trying to embarrass them now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if this was a plan all along to like, you know what I mean, build up and then just start dropping whatever you want. But it's getting crazy. HBO can't compete with this. Nah, I ain't falling asleep. I'm good. But HBO can't compete with this, yo. I'm gladly paying my Showtime bill. I mean, that's where it's at. ESPN got some cool fights too, but I don't consider ESPN. That's on a lot of basic cable packages. Showtime and HBO is the McDonald's and Burger King. You know what I mean? ESPN is like Wendy's or some shit. The direct competitor to McDonald's is Burger King, I would say. You know what I mean? And right now, HBO, you gotta do something, baby. I'll be at an HBO fight this week. They got Triple G versus Vardas, but they gotta push up the big. You know what I mean? They gotta put together a big card, a big fight. And like the other thing I don't understand is like Showtime has Gary Russell Jr. versus a guy who was fighting on HBO, Joseph Jojo Diaz. So that again is another good fight, and it's a good look for um, it's a good look for Showtime. But why doesn't HBO do that and try to lure, let's say, Danny Jacobs versus Charlo? Why don't they try to lure him onto the network so they get that big fight? You know what I mean? Charlo versus Triple G. Why don't they try to lure Triple G's an HBO fighter? See, listen, hey man, Triple G, he has to do something because like he's one of the flagship people that are still left on the network. Him and Canelo, you know what I mean? And there's too many good fights out there for him, and that's the only way that HBO will get their head back in the game is to get a fight like major fight that everyone wants to watch, has to watch, and they'll have no choice but to go to HBO to watch it. You know what I'm saying? If they got the rights for Charlo versus Triple G, man, I'm there. I'm at it. That's a good ass fight. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna have to do something big like that. Lucas Brown versus Dillian White. I mean, that's cool, but that's not. It's not enough. Jacobs versus Selecki or whatever. That's cool, but I don't think it's enough. Dimitri Bivol versus Sullivan Barrera. It's not enough. You got to put Bivol with Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? HBO. See, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to start making the competitive matches. Now, if you put Sergey Kovalev, tell main events, hey, if you want Kovalev, if he wants to date on their network, we got to see Kovalev, the winner, versus Badu Jack, Adonis Stevenson, or if it has to be an HBO fighter, we got to see that Dmitry Bivol and Kovalev. You know what I mean? Russian showdown, or at least try to get top ranked Vodstick or somebody. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to do that. They're gonna have to get some big real life fights that everyone's talking about. Yeah, Jacobs, I like his Wakanda Forever ring walk. That was dope. I liked it. So Selesky will be, oh my god. He said Selesky will get blasted out of the galaxy if he fights Charlo. Hell no. Hey, smash the like button, people. We just chilling. We just vibing. Um, excuse me for laying down. I'm tired, man. I'm just giving y'all a stream. I made it LA safe. Everything's good. Quick flight. But I was at the airport. Man, I gotta stop live streaming before when I gotta catch these flights because I keep missing them. Fucking around with these live streams. It's just too much because it's just too much. A lot of driving, traffic. They have a cutoff point too. You have to get there like 45 minutes before your flight. It's just no. It's not cracking. I don't know about Shannon Briggs. I don't know what he got going. I know he was trying to get Tyson Fury. So we'll see if he can get that at some point. Fury coming for everybody this year. Set Wilder. Man, let's see it. I like Tyson Fury. He's good for the division. He's a talker. He can box. I just got to see him do something. Like I keep seeing him come back and lose weight and talk about it. I'm just at the point where I got to see it. And he talking hella shit about Joshua, so it's like Joshua's at least active. So we got to see you do something now. You to be your sparring partners or winning tops. Like the shit's cool, it's entertaining, but it's getting to the point where, for me at least, I gotta I gotta see what you're talking about. That that guy crazy interview with the comparison ego on DBN is hilarious. Man, he just saying whatever. Where he from, Arizona? He was just saying whatever. And now that motherfucker said Floyd looked bad versus Diego Corrales. That was one of his best performances. That's how I know you don't know shit. If you thought Floyd looked bad, if there's any way you got that confused, but I tell you, man, new media got these motherfuckers like tell the truth, tell the truth. You have to do something, like you know what I mean. Like I promise you this, and I made it my business. You know what I mean? um, with this new media shit, at least on my end. And I know just, man, Dante's been killing. So the thing is, I made it my business to work so hard and put my thoughts out there so it give a perspective, a real life perspective, right? And you know what I mean? Just put it out there so people, you get enough people talking, then they're like, hey, man, I watched Ego's video about Joshua Wilder, and he's bringing up some good points. You know what I'm saying? And it opens up the floodgates because now other people start using those points, or maybe it triggers something else, and they think of another point. Hey, I thought of another inconsistency, and then it just snowballs from that. You know what I mean? But it's really to the point where the army is getting so strong. Ego's army is getting so strong, where I really feel like if you're not being truthful, then you're kind of getting xed out because you're gonna be like the only motherfucker in boxing who's saying unrealistic, unbelievable things. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard in boxing to when nobody believes you. You know what I mean? It's hard to go against the grain. Warren said Al Heyman has helped promote larger fights than Joshua versus Wilder. Why would Eddie Hearn doubt the 50 million? Ether. That's what I'm saying. He has Mayweather, Pacquiao. He had his hand in that because that's Floyd's man's. Floyd told you a long time ago. He said Mayweather Promotions, Al Heyman, PBC, Showtime is all in the same umbrella. And Mayweather versus Pacquiao is the biggest fight ever. And then Mayweather versus McGregor was another big ass fight. So he has promoted fights bigger than what Joshua Wilder will probably do. So again, why would you doubt the money? This is how you know. Listen, I told you guys for a minute. The walls are closing in on a couple things in boxing, and the only thing that's going to prevail is truth, the reality of these situations. That's it. Like a lot of these people who are saying like the opposite of what I say and whatever. I don't even watch this shit, but I've heard what people are saying and like through other people and oh I can't believe this guy. I get the gist of what they're saying, and nobody believes you. You know what I mean? That's basically it. And this whole Eddie Hearn Joshua Team Joshua Wilder thing. If people really want to play sides, you have to look at it like this. The people that are on the Wilder side, meaning they see where he's coming from or whatever, the Wilder fanboys or whatever they're saying, a good majority of them that at least they have a voice in boxing that are on the Wilder team and Wilder side, listen to the points they're making and they're not sounding ludicrous. You know what I mean? They're not sounding inconsistent. Meanwhile, you listen to the Team Joshua side of things, and what's being said is bouncing around from one issue to another issue to another issue to another talking point. That's how you know who doesn't have a legit, nothing legit to say. You know what I mean? Because points are it's just scattered. 1 minute the email that Wilder allegedly sent video about it doesn't exist. Then Eddie Hearn he shoots that down by confirming he got a letter from Wilder, and he keeps saying, "Oh, I got a piece of paper from a guy in Alabama." So now you see that shut all the haters up right there. Oh, the email, he probably didn't even send one. He probably didn't even send an offer. No, actually, see, there's so much. King Corleone knows. I know King Corleone can attest to what I'm saying. Listen, before the email, it was that Wilder's gone quiet. His side has gone quiet. No, hold on. See, there's just so much I could keep thinking of. Originally, before all of this shit, it was, why has Wilder's side not made an offer? This is what Team Joshua fans were saying. How come, well, how come the B side hasn't made an offer? And then you have motherfuckers like me, and I'm saying, when in the history of boxing have you known? Listen, y'all get me hyped. Hold on, I'm getting my second win. And you have people like me, and I said, when the fuck in the history of boxing, this was my talking point. I said, when in the history of boxing have you known the B side to offer anything to the A side, right? Like, when have you seen Maidana say, Floyd, check your email, I just sent you a contract, right? To kick off negotiation. When have you seen that? But this is the argument that they were saying initially, right? They said, why doesn't Wilder send an offer? And I'm like, that doesn't really happen. The first offer is usually not made from the B side. And that was my whole talking point, right? And a lot of idiots was like, oh, Wilder don't want it then. He didn't send an offer. He must not want the fight. And this was the talking point that they said. Okay, fine. Then Joshua sends a bullshit offer. 12.5 million flat, no back end. And then Eddie Hearn starts reneging on something he said. He said he thought the fight would do over 100 million, and he thinks it'll do greater than Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis, which is an over $100 million fight, right? So all of a sudden, Eddie Hearn starts playing the role like he don't know how much it's gonna gross, and he's so good with numbers, and there's no guarantee it'll do 100 million, and we're giving him 35% if this is a 40 million fight or whatever, and he's not even considering the fact that it could do close to a million, it could surpass a million, I mean 100 million, right? So then they say Wilder went cold. They said Wilder, after he got the 12.5, where has he been? He hasn't sent a counter offer, right? Then he sends a counter offer that's fair and reasonable, and then people are mad at that. And they say, oh, the email don't exist. He probably didn't send a counter offer. Then Eddie Hearn pisses in your face by shooting that down and admitting that he had the email. I got a piece of paper from a guy in Alabama. So then now they switch to something else. You see, it's never ending. It's just, it keeps switching from one. First, Wilder needs to make the offer. And then motherfuckers like me were like, why would the B side make the offer? Then Joshua makes an offer, and then you say, oh, where's Wilder's counter offer? Then Wilder makes a good counter offer, him and his team, and then you're saying it doesn't exist. He's lying. He just got on camera and didn't send an email. Then Eddie Hearn admits that the email was sent, and then now you switch to something else. This is what they do. You guys are getting killed, man. Ego always giving us the scoop. Ego 24/7. Ego 365. Thanks for the insight, brother. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So you guys are getting slaughtered because again, if you really felt the type of way, you wouldn't have to switch your standpoint so much. You know what I mean? The B side should send the A side offer. And then you hear Eddie Hearn, after you did this whole 3 months of arguing about saying the Wilder, because some of you guys are stupid and you just listen to the talking points of others. But anyway, after you spend all this time talking about how the B side needs this the A side the offer, and then months later, Eddie Hearn's doing interviews with Fight Hype or whoever the fuck he did it with, talking about, oh, they can't offer us shit. We're the A side here. What? So why are Joshua fans saying that Wilder should have sent an offer, only to find out that Eddie Hearn's saying they can't offer us nothing first because they're not in the position. We're the money. We're the attraction. So what were we discussing for those months? You know what I'm saying? So slowly but surely, the walls are closing in. All the bullshit y'all keep saying in the comment sections are coming to a head, and you guys know it. You know what I mean? And I keep saying it. I don't think Eddie Hearn anticipated a B side coming up with that type of loot. I mean, when does it happen? They said it, and it's provable. There's no heavyweight fighter in history that's had a guarantee of that high. You know what I mean? So you're not standard. The B side don't come up with that type of money. It's usually the A side has to keep, you know what I mean, giving a bit more until the B side agrees. But Al Heyman being, you know what I mean, a boxing godfather, he got with his people or whatever he had to do, and they came up with the money that Joshua said he'd do to take the fight. Hell yeah, let me pack a bowl and watch some Boxing Ego. Y'all be smoking to this shit. Shit. I mean, you can damn near, we got that. We got that. The talk be like Kush. So you can damn near get high off these gems that we dropping. You know what I mean? So shout out to y'all. But yeah, man, it's all this stuff is coming to an end. People aren't for the okie doke anymore. Fans aren't stupid. I mean, I don't think fans ever were stupid, but they just accepted. And now, like I said, now you have people from the UK. You got UK. Listen, you got people from the UK. You got people from the UK. David Hay. He said that's a lot of money to pass up. You know what I'm saying? You got Frank Warren. Okay, he don't have the best relationship, but like the only people who aren't really co-signing this are people that work for Sky Sports. I think Paulie Malignaggi is being optimistic about it. He works for Sky Sports. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Nelson or something. He works for Sky Sports. So I'm not listen, get me a motherfucker who don't have nothing to do with Sky Sports, you know what I mean, who doesn't work for them, and give me someone who's like from the UK and just completely neutral. You know what I'm saying? See, and this is the thing. I have love. I get love from fighters, trainers. Like, I don't have no allegiance to anyone. I'm gonna cover. I covered last week or 2 weeks ago. I covered a Showtime fight. Then back to the Bay for a day. Then I went back out and went to a media day for Lomachenko, which is an ESPN fight. This week I'll be there for a HBO fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care who's hosting. I just give it to you raw and uncut. You know what I'm saying? So again, name somebody who's not like someone from who's prominent in the UK who's giving a breakdown, a thoughtful, insightful breakdown, right? That doesn't work for Sky Sports because again, it's a business. Why would I expect Johnny Nelson, who works for Sky Sports, to give an open and honest, fair shake? You know what I'm saying? And especially call Eddie Hearn out when he works with them. That's your coworker, damn near. You know what I mean? Get someone that's not like involved in that situation, in that circle at all. Like Frank Warren. Frank Warren don't care if Eddie Hearn, see, he got his own thing. He's his own promoter. So he's able to talk freely. You know what I'm saying? He's able to freely talk and give his thoughts about it. Uncut and unraw. Because, you know what I'm saying? It probably makes him laugh that a competitor is, if he's not in the favorable light. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, up until this Joshua shit with Wilder, I never said, I don't even remember a time I even critiqued Joshua. To be honest, like major critique like this, like where I'm like, hey, you should take the fight, or I don't even think that's even happened. I don't remember any because he didn't really do anything. Like he was building up his career, getting to 20-0. Like there wasn't even a time where I was even like highly critical of him, like because I respected everything he was doing, but like I said, boxing is a case by case basis. If you start doing something and I don't understand your motivation or why you're doing it, then I'm gonna talk about that too. See, that's what people don't. They get tripped out. They think you're gonna like because you showed a fighter like um love if they started like completely switching like Keith Thurman. He's a great example. I never said nothing about Keith Thurman up until recently. I didn't really have many critiques. Like when he was beating Julio Diaz and he's fighting Sean, I had no real critiques for him. I enjoy watching his style. He's articulate. He was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really have nothing like. I mean, I might have critiqued a performance like Bundu or something, but I'm just saying there weren't consistent. You didn't see me make consistent videos of like, hey, what's going on with Keith? Hey, what's Keith is acting different. You didn't see that because he wasn't acting different. I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? But people, this is the people that call you biased. A lot of them are actually real life groupies, and they don't care about the sport of boxing. They care about protecting certain ones in it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. Triple G don't. He shouldn't fight Charlo, but he should fight Willie Monroe or Adama. You had no problem with those fights. You didn't. You didn't create this. Like, why would you? Why would you have no huge protest for Triple G versus Willie Monroe, a guy you weren't even really familiar with, or Dominique Wade or whoever, right? I don't even think Dominique Wade has fought since then. Has he? Has he fought since then? The Triple G fight was in like 2016. Has he fought since then? But anyway, there's all these. This is how you know people are fearful. I'm trying to show y'all because if you didn't have this major outcry talking about Dominique Wade didn't deserve the fight, then why would you have that for Charlo? Oh, he hasn't fought enough certified middleweight. Okay, who did Willie Monroe fight? Willie Monroe had a loss to, who did he lose to? Darnell Boone, right? He had 6 knockouts. So why didn't you complain when Triple G? Because again, these dudes are groupies. They just oh Mexican style. You just want to see Triple G fight someone and knock him out, preferably a black dude. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. Cause I know some of y'all be racist anyway. You know what I mean? And you didn't care. You didn't care who he was fighting. You just wanted to see knockouts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm very smart in this game and I've been in the game. Another thing I seen is this. When I was talking about, see, I keep it a buck. You know what I mean? Especially in the late night tip. When I was saying Triple G should fight Andre Ward because those names were synonymous and linked. At that particular time, guess what? There was a lot of dissonance. There were a lot of people, oh, you're full of shit ego, and what does Andre Ward do? And he'll probably just sue like he's suing his promoter. Y'all was talking all this shit. And then I noticed some of the guys that were talking shit, they were like protecting Triple G, right? And then when Triple G's name got really linked to Canelo, those same guys started critiquing um, Triple G at that point because they liked Canelo. You know what I mean? They like Canelo, so now they want to critique Triple G's resume. Like, oh, who is Triple G fought? But I was asking who he fought back years ago when he was fighting when he was linked to fight Andre Ward. See, you didn't care now, but now that Triple G put pressure on Canelo, a fighter you do like, now all of a sudden you want to look at and analyze Triple G's resume, and now all of a sudden you want to say Triple G ducked Andre Ward. Andre Ward, then you were attacking me and people like me who were down to see the fight. It's funny how this shit works. You guys get what I'm saying? They didn't have no problem. Like when Triple G actually didn't want to fight Ward when it was actually relevant, you didn't care. But then when a guy you like, he started putting Canelo, and now all of a sudden you want to say, oh, and Triple G, and on top of that, he ducked Andre Ward. But why wasn't you screaming that? A lot of y'all fake. That's why. I'm telling you. I've been consistent from the gate, man, from the jump. That's just what it is. Ward would eat Lil G. Man, they wouldn't make that fight because we already know. And I actually had back then, I had people saying that Triple G would have beat Ward. And I was saying, basically, let's see it. But it was just before I came up with the term. They don't want Lil G to lose to a black man. That's what Smitty said. Well, you said it. Like I said, they didn't have no problem when Triple G was fighting Dominique Wade. But an actual good fight, like win, lose, or draw. Even if Charlo got stopped by Triple G, I think it would be a good fight as long as it lasted. And y'all don't want to see it. And the funny thing is, I say this all the time. This is how we separate the boys from the men. When have you ever heard the fighter that like this is how you know who's real and who's fake, right? When have you the fighters that you guys, the haters, have said that I'm in love with and that I'm a groupie for? Why am I not? I don't protect them. I don't protect them like you guys protect the fighters you like. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're a Deontay Wilder dick sucker. Then why did I should have been the first to say, oh, he should never fight Luis Ortiz because he failed a drug test and da 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 and make excuses. I didn't make excuses. I said, you know what? WBC approved him to fight. Fuck it. Let's see it. It's a good fight. Ortiz is a beast, even though it's a dangerous fight. You didn't see me duck the fight. You didn't see me say Wilder shouldn't fight him. You're not seeing me say Wilder shouldn't fight Anthony Joshua. But when it comes to the fighters y'all like, that y'all really rep, then that's a bunch of excuses. Oh, why should Triple G fight Demetrius Andrade? What has he done? Oh, all he does is talk shit. Why should he fight? What? That let a radical Triple G. They say he shouldn't fight Demetrius Andrade. He shouldn't fight Derevchenko. He shouldn't fight Jamal Charlo. He shouldn't fight Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, okay, who should he fight? Vanes Martirosyan. What? So you don't think Daniel Jacobs deserves a rematch? Derevchenko deserves a mandatory crack. Charlo deserves a mandatory crack, especially after he's calling him out. You know what I mean? Billy Joe Sanders doesn't deserve a shot. But Vanes Martirosyan, out of all people, a guy who's not ranked in the division, coming off a loss and layoff, he deserves it. And that's what you're fine with. You know what I mean? It's apparent to see. It's very apparent. And like I said, the great thing with new media is time will tell. And you guys will see who's speaking that real and the people who aren't. They get X'd out. Because I swear to you, I don't know all the names and stuff, but I know there were a lot of channels that say the opposite of what I say in every video, and that's their like claim to fame. Some of them have probably even dissed me. Look at their channels. Like some of them don't even do videos anymore. I don't think. I mean, I don't see it. I used to see certain people's videos on the homepage. I don't even see them anymore. I never see their video on a sidebar on the homepage and the way YouTube works, it's an algorithm. So if you watch enough boxing content, it'll start recommending you other boxing content, other people's boxing videos. Some of these dudes that were saying polar opposite, I don't even see them exist because they probably got laughed out of the game. And meanwhile, we out here living like kings. You know what I'm saying? King size bed. We got the slipper phone. So you tell me what it is. Oh, Ego, he bought subs, yeah. Just like I pay for this room. Y'all see LA out there? Yeah, I bought subscribers, just like I bought this room. This is funny too, because this room is bigger than a lot of y'all rooms at home. Your actual room. You probably live in a closet and shit. You guys trapped in the closet like R. Kelly. Oh, 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 oh. Y'all trapped in the closet. It's funny too, because that's what y'all motherfuckers get for hating. You see who outlast the people who do, you know what I mean, do their own thing, work hard. That's the people that'll see you at the finish line. People you hating, they're not gonna get nowhere. The Vampire Stream. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. I just want to do a video, like a late Vampire Stream. Let y'all know that I made it here to LA safe. But yeah, man, I'm good. I'm liking how boxing's doing. What is this? Hey, they doing it big. Look, they gave me lavender, a lavender balm. What the fuck? They gave me some essential oils. Hey, this hotel's tight. They gave me the slipper phone and essential oils. Yeah, man, we're just gonna keep working hard, trying to give you guys the latest and greatest unboxing. If you guys have recommendations of spots to eat in LA, definitely leave them in the comment section while I'm out here. Y'all know I like a good meal. Yeah, man, but you see what it is. These dudes be, their channels be disappearing. You talk that bullshit, your channel is finna go under. Pink's Hot Dogs. I heard about that place. That shit look good. I seen pictures too. But yeah, these channels be disappearing because they don't have no longevity. You can't just make a name dissing somebody or talking foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like that, your channel. I listen. One thing I do know is how to hustle, and this whole YouTube thing has been a hustle. Come to my job, ego tomorrow, everything for free. Hell no, I'm not trying to get you fired. Them motherfuckers talking about everything for free. I'm gonna come and they're like, "You're fired, man. What you was stealing boxes? I don't want no one to get fired. I can pay. Like, I'm gonna say everything free." And man, giving away HD smart TVs and shit, everything free. Oh, okay, don't tell me that. They hate Triple G fans. You have a good, unbiased platform for Boxing Ego. Thank you, man. I just enjoy. Oh, excuse me. I just enjoy and respect the sport. So, you know what I mean. I just try to work hard, give my insight, give my thoughts, and then on to the next one and keep it pushing. That's it. But we as fans, we got to stand up for what we want, and that like the craziest thing is boxing. Everybody wants it to be like some Tupac versus Biggie beef shit. It's not even that serious to me. Do I want to see Joshua Wilder? Yes, but I mean, how much money they make, and if they don't fight, I mean, my family's health, and being able to help them, that's just more important to me. But it is a sport that I'm passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that serious. Do I want to see Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence? Of course. You know what I mean? I want to see these fights. I want to see Triple G versus Charlotte, but y'all do it to like a degree, like a crazy, like this is weird. It's not even that serious. People, you fucking, you hate AJ. All you do, all you do is hate on AJ. Why would I hate on him? He ain't did nothing to me. He's a cool dude. But shit, if his team is not on the same agenda, it is what it is. That ain't my fault. I'm not hating. Damn, I see the reflection in the bed. Look, like you can see the reflection of me in the bed. That's kind of creepy. I thought I was on TV or something. You see the reflection, or you can see the phone reflection. I don't know, from the bed. Like this is weird. I was like, who the fuck is in here? It was me and shit. Somebody said, "Will Boo Boo Andre fight this year?" That's Ella. Like, damn, that's how you know when someone's been a little bit inactive. The motherfucker said, "Will he fight this year?" It's only May, and he's saying, will he fight this year? That's hella funny to me. Just reading it said, "Will Demetrius Andrade fight this year?" Like, shit. I hope he's training. You better get a paycheck. A motherfucker said, "Will he fight this year?" Like it's like the end of the year. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, man. I wish him the best. I hope he does fight. I don't know how he. I don't know how he got with his promoter or whatever, but I don't know if it's the right fit. I don't know. They don't see him putting him in big enough situations. Like for example, you look at I'm trying to think of somebody who has a smaller promoter. I can't even think off the top of my head. I'm tired, but I know there's been other guys who have smaller promoters that have somehow put their fight, like okay, like 50 Cent. He had the SMS promotions, right? He was still able to put his fighters in some big fights. You know what I mean? Like James Kirkland versus Canelo. And 50 Cent, something special, man. Like his promotional company wasn't huge, but he was still able to make a couple, you know what I mean? Gamboa versus Crawford or Kirkland versus Glenn Tapia and Kirkland versus Canelo, obviously, is the big. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't understand how Banner Boxing or whoever Demetrius Andrade is with. I don't understand how he still hasn't really been in a fight bigger than Vanes Martirosyan. You know what I mean? He was about to fight Jermell Charlo, but the money wasn't right or whatever. So big promoter, small promoter, they need to put him. They need to find some kind of way to get him into some kind of marquee fight. You know what I mean? Y'all funny. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. I just want to holler at y'all, let y'all know I landed, I landed safe and all that. But yeah, boxing's in a good spot. We just got to keep it up, keep pushing, keep doing what's real and what's right for the sport of boxing, and that's it, man. I really hope that Joshua Wilder comes off. That's a good fight, man. That's a good fight. That's the fight that needs to happen. Cause like Keith Thurman, he's already dipped. Like he's not even in. Is he even in boxing? Like he's talking about coming back in the summer against who? Like, oh, oh. This travel got me tired, man. I love what you're doing, Ego. Keep it going though. Yeah, man, we working. I wish I got here a little bit earlier. That was the plan, but shit, things don't always go to according to plan. You gotta adjust. Yeah, man, Keith Thurman. I don't know what. Oh, like that motherfucker. Like, where is Keith Thurman like at right now? Like, where has he been? Like, I feel like I don't see him post like nothing. It's just like I I know I followed him on social media, and I don't feel like his account was this like dry. You know what I'm saying? Like ever since he said that not gonna happen, babe, I ain't seen him at no fights. I don't see him on social media barely. Like he don't post no video, like none, no Instagram like story or like nothing. Like and see the thing is, to me, I can't say it for a fact, but it kind of seems like complacency. Because what else would make you, you know what I'm saying? Like what else would make you like um, pull away and fall off the grid like that when you weren't like that before? Like for example, I follow Canelo. That motherfucker's suspended, but you still if you follow him, he's still posting stuff. Like he's getting ridiculed, or he was getting ridiculed for the clenbuterol, and he was still posting stuff. I mean, he hid the comments at one point, but today he just posted some shit about his shoes. He's dropping shoes, and he'll post like, you know what I mean, videos with his daughter. He's posting something. you can't fall off from the fans like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't fall off for the fans because they're the ones that support you. They want it out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? If you disappear, if that's what you want to do, then like you know who's actually really good with social media? The Rock. I fuck with him. Kevin Hart's good too. You know what I mean? That's why these dudes be in big blockbuster movies and Jumanji and stuff because The Rock's he's showing you when he goes to movie premieres. He's showing you in the gym, talking to it. He's in the shit I do. You know what I'm saying? That's why we grow like we grow, because I get out there and reach the people. I'm the people's champ. You know what I mean? Look at me. I'm in a fucking hotel room, tired. Look, I'm in my hotel room, tired. Really could have just came here and just went to sleep. But I'm the people's champ, so I hollered at y'all. You know what I mean? And more people like Broner. He's another good salesperson. He put out that HBO or whatever, the 25/8 with Tank. Um, if you go to his Instagram story, he's talking about Kanye, recent news, and he posted a couple of videos and pictures of him, Robert Easter, and Tank goofing around and having fun, just chilling. You know what I mean? That's why when Broner fights, he usually does good ticket sales, good numbers, and all that. And he has losses. Keith Thurman don't got no losses, so you can't just, you know what I mean, pull away and just disappear and nobody knows what's up with you if you care about anything. Now the other thing is this. Speaking of the Joshua situation, Joshua really wants to fight. Why is he? I seen him on like a fucking forerunner or something. I want to see AJ KO Wilder. Let's see it. But anyway, where's AJ been? Like regarding this offer, I really want to hear from him. I want to hear what he thinks. Like, is 50 million not what you said you want? Like, clear that up. Wilder will eat AJ. I want to know why AJ ain't done no videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? He posted a picture on a four wheeler or some shit. I want to hear him say, has he done a video where he said, "Oh, 50 mil is not good enough," or "Hey, that's what I asked for, but I'm not taking it because of this and that." Like, I want to hear it. Because Master Eddie, that sounds Master Eddie, that sounds hella funny. Told him to stop doing videos after the $50 million botch. It might be something like that because like that's him opening his mouth and that interview is what put a value on it, and then had Al Heyman pulling strings to get that done. AJ's getting bullied. Great point, ego. AJ hasn't said a damn word. That's what I'm saying. I just see him in Dubai or something playing volleyball and shit like he's Tom Cruise in Top Gun. That's cool in real life. But I'm just saying, why not address what you know people want you to, you know what I mean, publicly. Talk like is the 50 million not good now? Is it good? Is like what happened? We see is Eddie Hearn saying everything. Let's hear Joshua say something. I would always prefer that. You know what I mean? I don't so, like Abel Sanchez. He's cool, but sometimes I want to hear Golovkin say the stuff Abel's saying. We've heard from Eddie Hearn, 18 interviews, and you know what I mean. I know Eddie Hearn be liking them cameras because we keep hearing him, but I want to hear AJ. Let's hear some more AJ. And what happened with Dillian White? Man, this shit is crazy. What happened to Dillian White, Luis Ortiz? Ever like I ain't heard Dillian White say nothing about the Luis Ortiz. Maybe you guys have. My thing is like this: when his name was linked to Wilder, he was screaming on Wilder. Luis Ortiz is a good fight that could get you to the next level and maybe get you a title fight. But ever since the WBC said they're ordering Luis Ortiz versus Dillian White, I haven't really heard Dillian White like screaming on Luis Ortiz and saying, "Oh, Luis Ortiz, he's scared of me," or you know what I mean? Just typical Dillian White banter that he would give maybe to Wilder. Have you? Have you? Has anyone? I'm I'm okay. I don't. This is not even a right or wrong thing. I'm just telling you what I personally have seen, and I cover boxing. I've heard Dillian White. I don't know if I've seen it. I haven't seen an interview or nothing where he's talking about. Oh yeah, I'll take the Luis Ortiz fight. I heard him talk about Povetkin, Kubrat Pulev, Deontay Wilder. I would rather see him fight Luis Ortiz than all them dudes, to be honest. Has anyone heard Dillian White's thoughts on Luis Ortiz fight and that being ordered by the WBC? Anybody? Because I literally haven't seen anything. Or send me the link because I want to watch it because I talk about different stuff. We do a couple different things. Yeah, he said he was tight and talked about corruption with the. He said he was tight. Not answering the question. I'm asking. I'm not asking if he's mad that he's not in line for Wilder. I'm asking, as he responded and say, "Yeah, man, Luis Ortiz gonna get fucked up," like that type of stuff. Has he? Did he address fighting Luis Ortiz? Not their corruption. Kill, I think is number one. But see, I see, and this is the thing. It's not. That's why you gotta wait it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Eddie Hearn. Listen, Eddie Hearn set Dillian White up. Y'all gotta smash that like button. I'm gonna explain to it. Mike talking stupid. He said that hotel room is haunted for sure. That's what happened when broke motherfuckers can't afford the room. They say stupid shit like that. There's nothing in here that was did it happen. The motherfucker said the room is haunted. Okay. Anyway, I could understand if you've seen some shit moving or like an orb or something like. You didn't even see nothing. You're just talking. But listen, this is how Eddie Hearn set up Dillian White. If y'all want to hear it, smash the like button. This is how he set him up, people. Because he used Dillian White to as a shield for his cash cow AJ. Do you get what I'm saying? And he kept throwing like every time Wilder was hot on the trails of AJ, he kept bringing up Dillian White. So he made Dillian White probably feel like he was further up in the WBC and he was next in line because he was making it sound like I know Dillian White had a good ranking, but it's not. You guys have to understand these rankings. Just because you're the number one person, that doesn't make you the mandatory. You know what I mean? Point you and anoint you as the mandatory, right? Sean Porter did two eliminators with the WBC against Adrian Granados and Andre Berto, and he was supposed to be the number one for Keith Thurman's belt. Danny Garcia was a former WBC champion, and he lost to Keith Thurman, beat Brandon Rios after a year layoff, and the WBC currently in their last rankings have Danny Garcia rated number one now instead of Sean Porter. Sean Porter's number two. But once again, Eddie Hearn gassed that man up into feeling that he was the mandatory. You know what I mean? Because he kept sicking him on Deontay Wilder, and you know what I mean. Dillian White, he's a fighter. I give it to him. He wants to scrap. I like his attitude. He does want to scrap. He does want to fight. I don't think he's afraid. I think he'll fight with any of these guys. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn was trying to really make it because he wanted that you know what I mean, hoping that Wilder would lose to Dillian White. Because if listen, I'm not dumb. Dillian White were to beat Deontay Wilder, then Eddie Hearn would control all the pieces. Because the last the last strap that Joshua doesn't have, Dillian White, if he stopped Wilder or beat him, then he would inherit that. So Eddie Hearn would control all the chess pieces, all the pieces on the board, because he could do an all British rematch between Joshua and Dillian White for all the belts in the UK and control everything. They're two matchroom fighters. I'm not fucking stupid. So he's hoping, there's multiple things he was hoping. He's hoping the best case scenario is Dillian White emphatically beat Deontay Wilder and collected his WBC belt. And then now, like I said, they can do a massive UK unification rematch between Joshua and Dillian White. Option two is that Dillian White just being a dog and, you know what I mean, a tough fight for most guys in the division, he can maybe exploit some things about Wilder. You know what I mean? Give him a tough fight, put some lumps and knots on him. You know what I mean? Give Joshua something to analyze. Like, oh, I see how I perform versus Dillian White versus Wilder. You know what I mean? Just anything, even in the loss. Or option three is you just get another pay. You just extend it. Joshua goes his own way, and you prolong the inevitable. You know what I mean? So either way, Eddie Hearn kind of wins. I mean, he always wins. That's how a promoter works because they're not lacing him up. Hey, once Joshua if he defeats Bellew, I, I heard Eddie Hearn or somebody say that Hay is not fighting anymore after the Bellew fight. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know which one's true. But yeah, boxing is a business. I get it. But Eddie Hearn wants to control everything. That's why we're not getting this deal done as fast as possible, even though it's what Joshua wanted. Because they don't want somebody to slide in and they said they wanted a counter collectively they said they wanted a counter offer. Then they get one. Now they don't want it because they don't want the unknown. They don't want to come to America. They don't want um, they want to be controlled. I mean, look at it. Look at Chris Eubank and his dad when they were trying to do the Triple G fight. Matchroom was like, Eddie Hearn was like, no, we'll do everything. You're the fighter. We'll handle it because he don't want nobody he don't want nobody to peek in and see their business operations. He don't want no one handling the business side. He doesn't want nobody in on the money and all that. Like it's very apparent. You know what I mean? Because he did the same thing with Chris Eubank. They're like, yeah, we want to go in as like business partners and set some ticket prices and stuff for the Triple G show. And he was like, no, you're the fighter and trainer, Chris Eubank and Chris Eubank Senior or Senior and Junior. We'll handle that. We're Matchroom. You don't handle that. We'll handle it. And then now they're not even with Matchroom anymore. So obviously that was like a falling out because I think after that fight, they went their separate ways because he wants to control all that. I mean, we've already heard about Al Heyman. I mean, Eddie Hearn. They say he sells tickets to brokers and then they resell them for a higher pay. That's why they're able to say, "Oh, 70,000 tickets sold in the first hour," and nobody else in the whole world is doing that. You know what I mean? Canelo's not doing that. He fought Golovkin. That was a big fight, but he didn't sell fucking 15,000 seats in 1 hour. So you tell me. I mean, Eddie Hearn's he's a good promoter, but he's just the only person that's able to do it. No one else can do it. You know what I mean? So who knows what the fuck is happening behind closed doors? But all I know is they don't want other people peeking in. You know what I mean? They don't want anyone peeking in. But with the counteroffer, Deontay Wilder's side is somehow or somewhat controlling aspects and dictating certain things. That's what Eddie Hearn fears. So even though it's the money he wants, they don't like having to come to America. They don't like not being in full control of the show. I'm telling you. That's just how the game goes, people. So, I don't know. It won't be much longer. We'll be able to see what's going on. Good morning from Atlanta. Shout out to ATL. Welcome to Atlanta, Jack and Campbell's and Vows. We're going to see what's going on soon. I believe that. But like I said, everybody who's talking about this Joshua Wilder, just look for consistency. My everything I've said about the fight is consistent. I want to see it. I think it's a good fight. Everything I said is consistent. These other motherfuckers bouncing around. Every time there's a new Eddie Hearn interview and he says something different, then that's their new talking point. Just watch it. Study. Anyway, I'm going to bed. I had a long ass day filming. Energy levels low. West Coast. Shout out to Watsonville, California. TC said everything that comes out of Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum, and Abel Sanchez mouth is BS almost every time. That's y'all funny. Y'all funny. And you know, the funny thing is, people try to flip it on me. Oh, Ego, you're so biased. I'm biased, but you just accept whatever from anybody, and they could tell you, like, listen, I can make a mixtape of contradictions from a lot of these guys. Freddie Roach, stuff Eddie Hearn has said it with Joshua Wilder, like just simple stuff. Oh, I think this fight, I hope it'll do over 100 million. That's what he said. I hope it'll do over 100 million. In fact, I think it'll do greater than Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis, which did over 100 million. And then fast forward to the future when the pressure's on to make the fight. Oh, I never said it would be 100 million. I said I hope it'll be 100 million. Yeah, but you also compared it to Tyson Lewis, which was over 100 million. So, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking? Why is nobody, if I'm so inconsistent and biased, why is no one ever took my video, take my audio, don't take my footage? Because if you ever take my footage, I'm going to make sure that you get that copyright strike on your channel. But you don't see people taking audio and like making a contradiction. Oh, Ego said he didn't want to see Wilder Joshua. Now he's saying he wants to see it. Because guess what? I said I want to see it at all times. I never went back on that. And that's how I am with most things. I never made an excuse for Triple G not to fight Charlo. So it's not like I'm just now saying something totally different. But these dudes, they can say whatever, and I'm the biased one. It's funny how that works. Anyway, I'm out. Long day of travel. And give my voice a rest. Sleep good in this king size bed. Yeah, we working. Join the wave, man. The Black Channel. Listen, this is why they mad. Look, the black look, the Black Channel. Look, they're buying subs. This motherfucker's still talking about a haunted ass hotel. What are you talking about? This shit don't, does this look haunted? Look at they be like, stop watching those channels. I, hey, if that's all we did to get here, and I want to see y'all do the same thing, I'll be waiting. Y'all do this week after week, fight after fight. That's what I'm trying to see. If all you do is buy subs and views and all this bullshit, then your life should be looking like this. We working people. We working, man. This is what happens when you fuck with a real Bay Area boss, man. So anyway, the black the black, the black channels. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be like, oh, super chat, you got that? I don't. My hotels don't have nothing to do with super chats. I never, I don't book hotels based on super chats. I've never paid for a hotel with super chats. And see, a lot of y'all motherfuckers is dumb. Y'all don't even understand YouTube. I don't even get paid. Like that dude that dropped the $500 super chat, I won't see that for a month. Like the YouTube pay scale is a month behind. So that's not even. I can't even. I can. I don't even get that. Like if I log onto my YouTube account and it says I have X amount estimated earnings, that's not what you're gonna see on your next check, your next YouTube check. You get what I'm saying? So y'all don't even. Some of y'all are so stupid. Y'all don't even know how this YouTube shit works. Oh, this super chats. I went to a nice restaurant and ate food. Somebody said I use super chat money. I don't have to use no super chat money for no fuck. I use that for the channel, for the brand, getting gear. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to use that for a meal or a hotel. Y'all tripping. Anyway, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the shooters. I'll be back tomorrow. I got a free day tomorrow because there's nothing going on for this Golovkin Vanas fight. Yo, ego, tell your shooters to unblock my other account. What? What is happening? Who's crying? What's happening? I don't know what's happening. I didn't even read. Yeah, let me know some food spots. Nah. You sound like Carlton from Fresh Prince. Whatever. Pay me like Carlton from Fresh Prince. They want to hate so bad, knowing damn well I don't say nothing like fucking Carlton. You don't even have a deep voice. You're a fucking bum. Sick of you bums. Talking about I sound like Carlton. These dudes is bums. Where you work at? That's hey, what's your Instagram? I want to see how your life is. I want to see where you work. Hey, where do you work at? Let me know. Motherfucker talking about I'm the Fresh Prince. I ain't no Carlton. Where do you work at? Oh, he's talking about the. I thought he was trying to see the hate come. I got the itchy trigger finger. Oh my gosh, you're co-signing Kanye's comments. I know I definitely got to go now. He said people are too close-minded. Bro, bottom line is this. Even if he meant something else, the way he worded it was stupid. He was like saying, "Oh, it's a state of mind. You got to be a free thinker and don't be imprisoned by the system." That's a dumbass way to. No matter what you try to do to bend and twist it, we can only go off of what people say. So, at the end of the day, he worded it and it sounded stupid, and he sounded like a coon, and he is a coon. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's what happened. Like honestly, I think Kanye is he. Some people. That's what happens when motherfuckers try to sound too smart, like sound smarter than what they actually are. Like they want to sound so profound and Steve Jobs like and so like groundbreaking that they end up sounding like a fucking fool in the meantime. Say what you mean what you say exactly. And to to say that slavery sounded like a choice and that was a choice is not the right choice of words because that sounds stupid. That's like me saying, like I said it earlier, that's like me saying the Jews and Jewish people, they went through the Holocaust by choice. This was their choice. Ain't no fucking choice when they were lured into concentration camps and poison showers and tricked and like threatened. Like, what do you mean it's a choice? So the Indians had a choice to either, you know what I mean, to basically become eradicated and become extinct because of colonizers come and rape and pillage their people. You know what I mean? So you're being narrow minded. You're trying to make Kanye sound like this provocative, like outspoken genius. That shit was dumb. When he was talking about Sway and like how Sway and I'm Margella and I'm Disney, okay, maybe that could slide. But the slave shit sounded stupid. End of story. Listen, I mean, we could do this all day. I could say all types of stuff. You know what I mean? I can blame all types of people. Like I was out in Vegas when there was that Vegas shooting. Like I was on the strip and everything, right? I was on the strip when they had that Vegas shooting, people. I stayed on the strip. That's like me blaming those innocent people who were shot at that concert. Like, yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's what happens when you become a victim to the music. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how can you even find some type of way to blame them for going to a public place? Yeah, I'm just saying if you don't become a prisoner of the music, then that wouldn't have happened to you. Like, you sound stupid trying to even force that type of conversation and somehow blame the victims. That's, you know what I mean? Talking about, oh, you went to the concert. It just sounds like a victim to me. Like, what? Like they were expecting any of that to happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, like it's ridiculous on all levels. There's no genius in that. There's no being misunderstood. That's what you said. Now you got to deal with it. Period. Poor choice of words. Like if he would have started off and said, "Hey, you, people are slaves up here first, but blah blah blah," maybe that would have been different. But he just straight out said, "Oh, slaves for 400 years though? Sounds like a choice to me." What? That's why the dude from TMZ went off on him, the black dude. And he's like, "Wow, I'm so disappointed in you." Everyone's going off on him. Chris Brown, everybody's going on. Fucking Daz from Dog Pound. He said a national Crip alert or some shit. He's trying to send LA Crips at Kanye. This motherfucker lost it. Kim Kardashian, whatever she got, can't be that good where you lose your damn mind. We bringing the city out for Spence, bro. Pull up. Hashtag man down. Yeah, man. I gotta give it back to Texas. Texas always showed me love, so I'm gonna try to get to that one. You know, I've never been. I have family in Texas. Well, I ever been to Texas like that. You know what I'm saying? But I do have some relatives in Texas. But I've never been to Texas. Like I've had layovers in Texas, but I've never just like went to Texas and kicked it. You know what I mean? It was there for 4 or 5 days and ate at all the places in Texas. The Metroplex area is ego country. Hey, the Charlos want all the smoke. Yeah, that they do. Anyway, I'm about to get some sleep, man. We'll continue this conversation tomorrow. I gotta rest up though, but I got a free day, so just expect some content for the channel because there's nothing going on as far as the fight that I'm covering. Ryan Garcia does have his weigh-in tomorrow because his fight's on Friday, but I didn't apply for that fight, so I have to try to reach out to some people to see if I can get credentialed on the last minute. So, holla at me. Peace out, y'all.